winter wonderlands, teacher triumphs, and motherly machinery. All this and more as the Stafford Weekly News starts now. Welcome to the Friday, January 31st edition of the Stafford Weekly News. I'm Randall Williams. You may have noticed a bit of cold weather recently. In fact, it shut down the city for a couple of days. Now, if you huddled inside where it was warm, don't worry. And Roby Nathaniel recorded the event for you. Soccer shootouts next.
You can try, but you won't find another city like Stafford, Texas.
Serving our community just like you like it.
Taking care of you and your home since 1945. We believe in STEM to learn and STEM to earn.
We're heading into college certified and career ready.
As a former student of Stafford, I take pride in keeping our classrooms safe.
We are Stafford, we are one.
SMSD announced its Elementary Teacher of the Year. So let's go meet Brianna Austin.
Thanks to SMSD for recognizing me as the 2024 Elementary Level Teacher of the Year. I began my journey of teaching back in 2015 in Baltimore, Maryland, where I later on in 2016 moved to Houston and continued my educational teaching experience. I have been working at Stafford ECC since 2021, and it has been a great pleasure of mine to be at this wonderful campus. As a staff who has been returning, I've had the pleasure to watch several of my classes move on to kinder and even so forth to the elementary building. And it's always a pleasure to see my students, how I first received them and then how they progressed throughout the year. So as Teacher of the Year, I had the opportunity to mentor a high school student, and she was able to assist us the pre-K grade level with our math activity, where the students got to use monster templates, and they were given a number, and then with the template they had to add the quantity for the number of eyes to represent a number set to see if they were able to identify numbers in quantity. My favorite thing this year, just about being Teacher of the Year, is challenging myself in the classroom as well, making sure that my kids feel welcome, making sure that they are growing academically. I also have the pleasure of working with a high school mentee, helping prepare her as well to become a future great educator. The kids love her and she loves them. It has been a great just overall bonding experience. Just something new to add to my teaching career with helping her also help the kids grow. I've noticed how, the kids respect, an older peer, and how she's able to calmly inspire the students in our class.
In this week's athletic recap, let's visit the soccer game between Stafford High School and Strake Jesuit, where there was a whole lot of action and a final score of 1-1. Motherly Machinery, next.
In Stafford, diversity is not just a number, it's who we are.
When you are here, you become part of the story.
You can sleep well knowing we're always on the job and looking out for you.
It's a great place for growth and opportunity.
Tradition starts here.
We teach your children and we stick around for your grandchildren.
We are one. We are Stafford.
This is the city of Stafford, and we are one.
Motherhood is an essential and natural part of our lives, but that doesn't keep us from trying to improve it somehow. The current exhibition at the Houston Center for Contemporary Craft charts the course of that attempt.
Welcome to Designing Motherhood, the 5th iteration of a traveling exhibition that is the first of its kind to consider the entire arc of human reproduction through a design and craft lens. This show has traveled from Philadelphia and Boston to Seattle and now Stockholm, and this is the first time it's on view in the southern United States. It started as a book that was published by MIT Press and was developed into an exhibition that has evolved in each venue it's traveled to. We have extended the work on view to include over 10 Texas-based artists, as well as over 40 contemporary artists. When you begin, I like to say you're in the gallery that's called From Womb to World, and that really sets the foundation of thinking about caregiving and reproductive practices as craft. So they each require an immense amount of time, labor, care, intergenerational knowledge, skill sharing. And beyond that, most humans' first experience of the material world is handcrafted, whether that is a swaddling blanket or handmade socks and knitted hats, to handmade baby cradles and carriers. So we're really trying to set the foundation that craft is our first kind of entrance into human experience. When you move along into the rest of the galleries, it considers everything from examination practices and midwifery and the ways that craft has intersected with those practices, to larger infrastructures of care like parental leave, being an artist and a parent and balancing those struggles and those intense time commitments, to types of birthing furniture and caregiving furniture, and even clothing that grows and expands for accommodating growing children or changing bodies as a person is pregnant. These are examples of an amazing design development. The line is called Petite Plie. They're designed by Ryan Marin, who's an aeronautical engineer. They are ripstop material. They're very resistant to tear, and they are pleated in 2 directions. And you only need 3 garments to get you from newborn to 10 years old, so they grow with your children. It's an amazing innovation. The ecological impacts are astounding. Think about how many clothes it takes to get a growing child into elementary school. So I'll give you a demonstration here of how they expand and grow with the child. This is called the Art Sit. It is a prototype of a museum stroller that is designed by 2 Turkish-American San Diego-based designers, Arzu Azkal and Yanet Yanutsi. They have developed this amazing stroller that allows kids to view art at wall height. So just the shift in perspective allows kids to really experience art. We had no idea how inaccessible many art exhibitions are for kiddos, over half of our population. And we are letting visitors rent this out on Saturdays and test it out with their kids. We've had amazing feedback. It seems so simple, but just the perspective shift makes the kids want to be more engaged with the art. It's amazing.
That's a wrap on our news for this week. Thank you for joining us. For everyone here at Stafford Weekly News, I'm Randall Williams. May all your news be good news.
This program was produced on the Stafford campus of Houston Community College.